In my last few videos, we saw some case studies as to how William O'Neill's framework can help us in identifying the market direction. We had seen the example of a recent sideways movement and also the rally which rolled down in September 24. So it is very important in identifying market direction to know what are distribution days. So let's get into that detail a little more. So what is a distribution day? It is a day when we can see stalling action. That is basically that there is no upward price movement, no significant upward price movement, but the volume remains high. So either the price of the closing price of that day will be lower than the previous day, or it will be the movement up will be very less. Secondly, once there are 4 to 5 clear distribution days in a span of 4 to 5 weeks, this is very important. The time is very important. So if it happens close by in 4 to 5 weeks, then most of the times the market rolls down. So if we put it in a formula terms, distribution day is a day when the volume of that day is higher than the previous day and the decline in the closing price is more than 0.2%. So this is a clear indication that today is a distribution day. Now let's study this with a case study. So I have shown over here in this graph the rally that we saw from March 2024 to September 2024. So it wasn't that the distribution days started coming here when the market was falling. All 5 distribution days came during this period when the market was in fact rising. So the very first distribution day that came up on 27th August. So let's just mark it here. The second one came on 4th September, which is here. And the next one came on 6th September, just a day after. We can see this red candle, large red candle here. Then the next one came on 11th September, this red candle, if you can see. And the fifth one came on 24th September. In fact, this day is a green candle. So like we discussed, it's not necessary that it will always be a red candle. It could be also going down. And after that, you can see there were 2 days when the market actually went very high, even higher than 24th September. So at this point of time, there would be a lot of noise in the market that the index would scale further to 30,000 and levels which we cannot think of. But actually, immediately after 3 days, on 27th September, the market rolled down and we went to lows of 22,000 to 800, 22,900. So this is very important that we identify and keep a track of the distribution days to help us get a view of the market. It is important that market direction must be tracked on major indices like Nifty 50 or Sensex. This is not for stocks, it is specific to only indices. So most often than not, if the market goes down, most of the stocks follow the market. There will always be some stocks which go up or contradict the market, but most of the stocks will go down. So if we track the market direction, we can also place better interest in better stocks or wait for the right time to come. So let's just take one recent example also. When we were in a rally phase or a certain uptrend up till May, and after that again we started seeing a downtrend or a sideways moving trend. So the first over here you can see it was an uptrend. So in the first distribution day came on 7th April, as early as 7th April. So this one. Then the next came on 25th April. over here, this red candle. Then next came on 29th April, again it's a red candle. Then the next was on May 6th, which is in fact a green candle, so market rose that day. And the last, the fifth one, was on 8th May, which was a green candle, sorry, a red candle. So we know that on 8th 9th May, Operation Sindoor was in full force, and that is the time FIIs probably started withdrawing. In fact, they started withdrawing from as early as 9th April, sorry, 7th April, and continued till 8th May. And all this time the market was rising. So after that, we can see that more or less the market has been in a sideways moving trend. We have not really been able to scale the previous high of 26,216. So we are still waiting for that confirmation. With the moment market crosses its previous high very clearly at a good volume, we will be able to say that we are again in a confirmed uptrend. So it is very important that we whoever is investing should definitely track distribution days as it is very helpful in determining the market direction. In my future videos, we are also going to look at how to see when a market is bottoming out and it is likely to move up from here. Currently we have talked about when it is likely to go down. Let's also talk about the other scenario when it is likely to move up.